are, my friends. I'm Chris Biffle, Coach B. This is September 22nd, 2014. Welcome to the first broadcast of Masterclass 2.0. We're delighted that you're here tonight. Give me a few moments to set up my screen, and we will be ready to really rock and roll, as they say. I remember we used to say that. So I'm setting up my screen. I want to be able to see your wonderful comments. If you have questions or comments, just type them in. Here we go. One more little adjustment. And I will be so ready. All right, Whole Brain Teaching, Masterclass 2.0, Week 1, Attention Getters. So the first thing we want to know is, did you buy the book? Anybody out there bought Whole Brain Teaching for Challenging Kids? Have you taken a look at it? What's everyone thinking? Because you know what? We have a new edition coming out. Oh, my friends, we got a lot of people who kind of like this thing. Thank you for your support. It's one of the highest rated books on Amazon.com. That means it's gotten more stars than almost any other book out there. Don't worry about the new edition. It won't be around for a while. And we're one of the world's most popular education websites. 10 million pages downloaded, 5 million views on YouTube. It's no secret what we're about. We're about having fun for free. And here are your two favorite friends.
What if someone wants a copy of these slides or professional development credit?
That's Biffy Bluebird. Hi, Biffy.
Hi, Coach.
And here's his friend Bobby Bluebird. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Coach. Easy breezy. Details are at the end of the program. So, my friends, if you want a professional development certificate, this is program 581. Anybody using these for professional development? Melinda Sprinkle, welcome. I've got a special on professional development tonight. You're not going to believe it. But I'm staying online, and I'm just going to, when you request the professional development tonight, you'll get it tonight. Can you dig that? We're improving customer service here at Whole Brain Teaching. All right. So let's start with the rookie attention getters. What is a rookie attention getter? Well, here it is. When you want your students' attention, you're going to say class or variations, classity class, class-a-doodle, and your kids will say yes or yesity or yes-a-doodle, and they'll look at you with their hands folded and remind them to fold their hands. That's the beginner. Anybody out there, what's the most, how many times are you using class yes a day? Tell us what grade. How often are you using it? I'm going to take a drink of water. Too many to count. 1,000. All right. We need some variety. Yes, we need some variety. That's what this program is about. And I'm going to give you some variety. But check this out right now. Pay attention to me. Listen to me. When you see the yellow screen, that means brand new stuff. It's hello yellow. Here's the yellow screen. These are our brand new goodies with Whole Brain Teaching 2.0. So here's 10 variations on class yes. Which one is your favorite? So a ninja is class Sai. Gangster, class Bada Boom. Urban, what's up with you, class? Which one do you like the best? Oorah, class. There's 10 right there. Brand new. Gnarly class. And you know what? How about 10 more? Anybody in the mood for 10 more because you're using it all the time? Let's go 10 more. Can I get a vote for 10 more? All right. Here's 10 more. What the heck? Which of those do you like? Back straight, class. Anybody remember Banana Fana? The zombie? You like that yummy nummy, class? The Beatles? Class Shakalaka. All right. So my friends, when you see the yellow screen, those are the newbies. And we have a lot of bonuses for you tonight. We're just at the start of the program and we're giving away stuff. Check this out. Now this is important. Let me come back at you. Listen to me. Whole brain teaching is large. There's lots and lots and lots of pieces. We need to focus our attention on one guiding star. One thing that we're trying to achieve all the time. A guiding star that leads us through the wonderland of whole brain teaching. Any guesses as to what that one star is? Because I'm going to tell you the one guiding star. How about a few guesses about what that one guiding star should be? A.D. Lutz says improvement, funtricity, engagement, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Engagement. Engagement leading to improvement. You can't teach without engagement. But here is the one star. The guiding star in WBT's firmament is improvement. Above all else, we want personal record-breaking kids, self-surpassing classes. Listen to these next 2 points. We don't praise excellence. Isn't that astounding? We don't praise excellence. That's so important, I'm just going to make it boldface right now. Look at that. We don't praise excellence. Boy, how radical is that? We praise advancement. We don't reward for a good job. We reward for a better job. That turns everything upside down, my friends. That really takes some getting used to. Jeff Battle, how hard was it for you to get your mind around not praising excellence? What's wrong with praising excellence? Any ideas? I'll tell you. But do you see the problem with praising excellence and praising a good job? The same kids get the praise all the time. And they don't get the notion that it isn't what we're doing, it's what we could do. That's what we want. It does breed complacence. You guys are on the same page. Maybe we ought to have a TV show together. All right, here we go, my friends. Check it out. Now this is, remember, yellow screens, hello yellow. Some of you know about wrong way, right way practice. If you don't, It's going to change your class tomorrow. One of the easiest ways to foster improvement in the WBT classroom is wrong way, right way practice. Linked to grade levels. If you are in a third grade class, ask for a first grade response to class yes variation. Then ask for a fifth grade response to class yes. You'll see remarkable instant improvement. Here's a deep truth. I'm going 2D mix. I'm going a 3D mix here. Let's see if the 3D mix works. Here's a deep truth. A burning goal of childhood is to not be a kid. Older students are idolized, imitated. They seem godlike. Use wrong way, right way practice to let kids feel like temporary deities. That means you tell them, this is a third grade class, show me first grade, show me fifth grade, boom, instant improvement. Giselle, good to have you online tonight. Folks, pay attention to Giselle and Jeff Battle and Nancy and some of these other names in red. They know their stuff. That's the joy of being involved with these teachers. We don't have a B team. They're all fantastic. And if you have questions, Giselle or Nancy or Jeff, they might even put their email address here and take some questions. Giselle, have you tried right way, wrong way practice? At all? Who's tried it? Having a little problem here, my friends. Hang on. My screen froze up. I will be right back. Hang on, my friends. So here we are back. And still having problems. Okay, my friends, I am going to have to shut it down and I will come back. Sorry for the delay. There we go. So, good to see you all. And there we are, right way, wrong way practice. Let's keep going. So, rookie attention getters, use the mastery challenge. Use class yes with variations at least 20 times per day. And keep track with a tally sheet. Anybody using tally sheets out there? Here's how to start class yes. Teacher, when I say class, you say yes. Class, and your students will say yes. However I say class, you say yes. Class, class. Yes, yes. Classity, class. Yesity, yes. Who is having problems, anybody having problems with class yes? All right. Thanks, my friend, for staying with me through that little glitch. And be sure to have the kids fold their hands. Let's charge forward with the program.
Why is class yes so important?
Class yes gives the teacher a simple, entertaining technique to gain students' attention over and over again. You can't teach until students are listening. That's a very good point, Bobby. Thank you, Coach. So try these variations: high, low, fast, slow, comic, serious. Repeat it one time or many times. Which of those variations, high, low, fast or slow, comic or serious, should you practice tomorrow? That's what we want to know. What have you learned already that you can try out tomorrow? Let us know. You notice we're like, 1% theory and 99% practice. What have you learned tonight already? Share it with your friends. Classy, wassy dinkums. Right way, wrong way tomorrow. Got a huge crowd tonight, my friends. Let's keep the show going. We're having a lot of fun. Check it out. You can use this to start a lesson to reduce hubbub, to interrupt a class activity before entering or leaving class, crowd control. And here's what it looks like. Check it out. So red is the teacher. This magenta is the students. You say class, they say yes, you speak briefly, you clap twice and say teach, and they say okay, and then they teach each other. That's the basic cycle. How many people out there, honestly, are using the teach okay consistently? It's tough. Who's using teach okay? I'm taking a drink. Because if you talk too long, you lose them. And then when you do the pair share, they don't know what to pair and how to share. We teach a foreign language, whether you're talking about verbs or graphing. It's a foreign language. You don't learn a foreign language by listening to a lecture. You have to practice, practice, practice. And if you're having problems with kids mastering anything, do wrong way, right way practice. Did you dig the wrong way, right way practice? I think that's a powerful, powerful technique. Here we go. It's normal to have to say class several times, especially if your kids are energetically teaching each other. Throw in hands and eyes when you want to get the attention of the last few. Here's hands and eyes. You say, hands and eyes. And they say, hands and eyes. Even if they got their hands hold it already. Hands and eyes. That means I got a real big point to make. So typically when I'm teaching, I'll try a couple of class yeses or variations, and then I get a few more kids with hands and eyes. Anybody using hands and eyes as a backup to the class yes? Class boom is coming up. My friends, we ought to start an education reform movement. Oh, we already have. All right. More new stuff coming up and a good review of old stuff. Now, here's the pro attention getter. Excited? Let's go up a level. Check this out. Check this out. Just as we're scaffolding with our kids, let's scaffold with ourselves. Oh my goodness. Is that too crazy that we could keep improving? I don't know. I think we can. Here you go. Here's the pro attention getter. You say class boom, and your kids quickly fold their hands. Class boom is only about a year or two old. It looks like this. They say, class boom. They say, yes, boom. It's the boom and the hands coming together. It's a variation on hands and eyes, but I think it's more fun than hands and eyes. Anybody out there, who's using a pro attention getter, the class boom. Bubble in our mouth is great, Erica. Erica, good to see you online. Anna from Poland, I like class boom more than hands and eyes. It's fun. But notice, with class boom, you move up. This is crazy. Could you do classity boom? Class shakalaka boom? Could you use your class yes variations and throw in the boom? Could you say class booma booma? I think you could. Collins, 4. I can't wait for you to start tomorrow either. Hunka hunka burning boom. Joanna Loftus, stop the show. Hunka hunka burning boom. That Loftus is something. Chicka chicka boom boom. Very good, Kelly. All right, back to the show. So, that's the pro attention getter. Try it 10 times a day with variety. Class boom shaboom, and keep a tally sheet. And here's what it looks like. Right here, you say class boom, they say yes boom. And why do we emphasize variety? Can I just, you tell me, why do we emphasize variety with our kids? I'll take a couple of belts of California Clear. Why do we emphasize variety so much? Oh yeah, I think you know. It's true, my friends. If you keep saying and doing the same thing, you produce habituation. Let's talk about the sea slug. Here's a sea slug. They have very simple nervous systems. That's why scientists study them. Turn the sea slug over, and there are his gills. Poke him with a probe. Whoo, the sea slug folds up. Whoo, the sea slug folds up. Poke him about 10 times, and the sea slug doesn't care. Did you ever notice something that works great in September doesn't flutter any gills in October? They become habituated. In other words, we're using teaching techniques that deaden them to learning. That's it. Glasses come off. You know this is serious. Stop right there. We are using teaching techniques that deaden kids to learning. Can you spell irony? Yeah, the glasses needed to come off on that one. Jeff Battle says at spring break you're dealing with the son of habituation. All right. Yeah, my friends, I got a little carried away, but truth be told, I like getting carried away. Here we go. So, class boom is a great change of pace. It amps up the fun and gets those hands folded. And you know what's going to happen next, my friend? You don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm going to tell you. I got another yellow screen for you. Some more new stuff. Andre, good to see you online. Helen Bo, hello. Another hello yellow screen. Let's see. Oh. Hands and eyes. This is big. Check this out. Even the names in red have never seen this. Class yes, Echo leaders. Check it out. Here it is. Brand new. Pick several kids, as many as a 30-year class, a whole row, or just a few students. These are your Echo leaders. So if you say, classity class, a bing bong, your kids will say, yesity yes, a bing bong. Then put your hand to your ear, and your Echo leaders say, yesity yes, a bing bong. You often have to say class more than once, so get some of your kids involved as Echo, which will make them hyper attentive to your first class yes call out. Ho, 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 ho. How do you like Echo leaders? You always have to say class a couple of times. So you say, class a ding dong, and some kids say, yes, a ding dong, and then you do this, and your Echo kids echo. Brand new. Blizzard, do you like it? D. Manuel, you're a veteran. How do you like that? And you pick the kids. They'll be begging you to be Echo leaders. Every once in a while, wait. Stop the show. Class is coming off. It hit me. What if you said something? The test tomorrow is on chapter 4. Wait a second. Let's do this for Echo. Say the test tomorrow is on chapter 4, and your Echo leaders say the test tomorrow is on chapter 4. What if you had Echo leaders for other stuff besides class a doodly-doo? I gotta take a belt to something good. Yeah, like all day long. Yippee skippy. Take another heart pill, Manuel. Manuel's popping the heart pills. Yeah, we have to do double ears like this because this means I want to hear a complete sentence. This means everybody echo. Yeah, that's brand new. It's so brand new, it's brand new from brand new. Yes. Okay, my friends, I gotta calm down. Why should I calm down? I should calm up. All right, now we're ready for the all-star attention getters. Anybody remember from last year what the all-star attention getters are? Tell me, you remember what an all-star attention getter is? I'm taking a drink. Anybody remember all-star attention getters? Blizzard, Nancy, you guys have got it. AD Lutz. Lutz, I'm happy with you, but as you know, Lutz, my happiness is conditional. Lutz, you make yourself a red. Just because of what you've done so far. You didn't produce the classroom tour video, Mr. Lutz, but I hope this will encourage you. All right, my friends, here we go. All-star attention getter. You're right. This is big. We need to focus on core knowledge. So if you call out 9 times 3 boom, or definition of a prime number boom, or any other core knowledge question, the kids say 27 boom, or a prime number can only be divided by 1 or itself boom, or any other core knowledge answer. Students look at you with their hands automatically folded. As soon as possible, use this to replace other attention getters. Review the hardest core knowledge. All right, so this is what's so great about having a brilliant online audience. You tell me what core knowledge you should be reviewing right now, tomorrow in your classes. You know what? 7 plus 6 is not 12 or 14. We have a lot of kids who are not adding 7 and 6 right. Should we say, what's 7 plus 6 a few times? How about it? Character traits, says Giselle. Literary terms, odd and even numbers. This is, you know, the stuff that they miss all the time. Why don't you use it as a call out? Coin values, says Who's Your Girl. 4 types of sentences, says Addie. My friends, we have a huge audience tonight. Continents. Jeff, good to see you. Hope to see you back soon. Let's go. Let's keep, because we got more hello yellow screens coming up too, my friends. So, in one day's teaching, use Rookie, Pro, and All-Star attention getters equally. Who's up for the challenge? What is a Rookie, Pro, and All-Star? So, Rookie, class yes or variations. Pro, class boom or variations. All-Star, core knowledge with some variations. Change it up. Remember the poor sea slug. Keep poking him this way, you get habituation. But what about that way? What about this way? What about that way? Dehabitualize. Maybe that should be our goal. Let's make up some words here. Yes, my friends. So the great thing about the Masterclass 2.0 is we go back to the basics, we get re-energized, we got 13 weeks, 12 more weeks coming, and every week, I promise you, more new stuff that'll make you a better teacher and have more fun. So there's what the pattern looks like. 3 times 9, boom, 27, boom. That's the All-Star. It's crucial to use the All-Star attention getters as soon as possible because after all, you're trying to teach kids stuff, especially hard stuff that has to be reviewed over and over. And let me tell you this, my friends. It's time for another Hello Yellow screen. Anybody digging these brand new ideas? I'm digging them. They're new to me. I'm thinking them up as I go along. Ready for a Hello Yellow screen? Hello Yellow. Here's a drink for me. New stuff that even our veterans haven't seen before. Here it comes, my friends. Ooh, this one has a lot of text on it. Uh-oh. Oh. I'm afraid to show you this one. Because if I show it to you, you may forget the other ones. I don't know. This is a good one because it combines improvement with the challenging kid and with the class yes stuff. I'm going to take a chance that you guys are up on your heart pill medication. Here it is. This is a good one, brand new. Nancy hasn't even seen it yet. Melissa hasn't seen it yet. Here it is. Check it out. This is Class Yes for improving but challenging kids. When students improve in any academic or social skill, put their name in the leader box. Dramatic or continued improvement means their name goes in the box again and again. Whenever you wish, pull a name from the leader box. When you point at the child, Maria, she says class or any variation she wishes. Empty the leader box weekly. Tell your challenging kid on Friday, if I see you improve on such and so by Monday recess, your name will be the first one in the leader box. Don't forget to remind me Monday morning. This will give your beloved rascal something to think about all weekend. Can you dig that? So you use the leader box with the super improvers whenever you want. Throw some names in there, you pull a name out, and the kid is going to get to say class or any variation. You tell your challenging kid, wow, if you could improve on keeping your hands to yourself, I'll put your name first thing in the leader box. But remind me Monday morning. Do you think he'll remind you Monday morning? I think so. First thing. Yeah, leader box. We set class goals for the super improver wall, and then for a few kids we give them individual goals. Leader box, the kid sees the names coming out and he's so excited that maybe he'll get lucky and get his name pulled out there. Remind me Monday morning. No prizes, says Erica. Just throw the name in the leader box and dump it out at the end of the week. So there's like good chance, you know. You got a good chance on Monday. Newbie, I would do it in middle school. The reward is that you get to help make the class a better class. Oh, that is so cool. All right, here's a summary. Look at it. Here's everything. Screen is a little cut off at the bottom. But there's Rookie, Pro, and All-Star. There it is, Rookie, Pro, and All-Star. You can see it. And here's your challenge. Use Class Yes with variations 20 times a day, or Pro, or All-Star. Mix it up. And if you have a hard time remembering, and who doesn't, keep a tally sheet. How many times did you use each of these? Anybody feel like they're going to class tomorrow all hyped up just with Class Yes? Are you hyped? Leader box for high school seniors, why not? Because they need multiple reminders, Jim. Jim, change your name to Black, please. So we're excited today just about the most basic whole brain teaching techniques. And I got to tell you, there's another yellow screen coming. Oh, it's a good one too. All right, here we go. Practice, my friends, practice. Use the tally sheet system. Perfect one strategy per week, and in 13 weeks, when the master class is completed, you'll be breathing the sweet, intoxicating, heart-inflaming air of teacher heaven. Get the picture. Here we are, end of September. By Christmas break, one strategy per week. The flames will be coming out of your head. You know, in ancient portraits, they would show saints in these flaming auras. You'll be a saint of teaching in 13 weeks. But then the question is, how do you fit this stuff into lesson plans? Here's the answer. Ms. Berger. Attention getters are groovy, but how do I fit them into my lesson plans? I'm thinking of the answer, the WBT lesson planner. Here is the WBT lesson planner, my friends. It's 3 columns. You put your attention getters here. You put your little lesson here. And you do the teach okay here. There is the lesson planner. Anybody digging the lesson planner? I want to know. 3-column lesson planner. Use the template for next week. Let me show it to you again. You seem like you're kind of liking it. It's a way to work in all your attention getters. Class boomalaka laka shaka shaka. 2-sentence lesson. Use the discipline of writing this out. Make 5 or 10 of these and then it'll start flowing out of you. Lots of good ideas. Here's another one. But what about kids who don't go along? My friends, anybody got a kid who doesn't go along, and anybody excited to know what to do about kids who don't go along? I'm just going to take a wild guess and say, I bet there are some of you who have some kids who won't go along. Yeah, I know. That's what we're all about. You knew it was going to come. What are we going to do about the kids who don't go along? I'm taking a drink. You see, as teachers helping teachers, we know what teachers want because we're teachers. Let's check it out. Here's one of our most powerful, popular answers. Here we go. What do we do? Huge point coming. You can tell it's a huge point because the letters are all wacky. Here's the answer. I'll go slow. Rehearse attention getters 5 times a day. Rehearse. Note your leaders and your rebels. After each rehearsal, pick 5 to 8 kids as an energy team, no more than 2 rebels. Stand next to the weakest rebel, then have the energy team rehearse attention getters. Praise any improvement by the leaders and rebels. There's no place for the rebels to hide. Let's go over that again. Here we go. You're rehearsing class yes 5 times a day with variety. It only takes 30 seconds. You're going to see who the kids are that are fast and who is not going along. You don't say, you're not going along on your fast. Say, I'm going to pick my energy team. You, and only include 2 rebels, but be sure you got lots of energy kids. They stand up. You say, now, I want you to see how this energy team does it. Because they're incredible. Stand next to the weakest rebel, the weak link in the chain. And then practice the class yes. The kid doesn't have anywhere to hide. The spotlight's on them. You're standing next to him with the spotlight glaring down upon her head. Don't scold him. Just rehearse. Energy team. What did it take you? 30 seconds? Way better than scolding. Who's going to try the energy team routine for kids who don't go along? I'd love to know. Tomorrow, says Joanna, everybody's got a lot to do. Sure you don't want to just go to school tonight and try it out? And you know, my friends, there's still another yellow screen coming. I don't know about this yellow screen because it's a whole other planet. I gotta take a drink. Ooh. Oh, it's a whole other planet, my friends. Starts with an innocent question. What's your favorite time of day? Innocent question. I'm setting you up. I'll tell you right now I'm setting you up. What is your favorite time of day? Morning? Yeah. Planet yellow is your favorite time of day, says TK. Recess? Mornings? Those are all wrong answers, my friends. Wrong answers. I'm just playing with you, but who cares? I'm having fun. Can I tell you my favorite time of day is going to be your favorite time of day? Can I? Whole brain time? That's a pretty good one. Here we go. 1 minute brainy time is my favorite time of day. 1 minute brainy time. My favorite time of day. Who's itching with excitement to know about 1 minute brainy time? Just itching with excitement to know about 1 minute brainy time. I'm itching with excitement and I know about it. Check it out. It's way out there. Yeah. Here it is. I'd say calm down, but I'm by myself in the broadcast studio, so I don't have to listen to me. Here it is. Check it out. Ask your students to use brainy gestures, building their critical thinking skills, to fill in this blank as many times as possible in 1 brainy minute. We use class yes because this is a big improvement in whole brain teaching 2.0. We want kids to critically think about everything in class, even our attention getters. 1 brainy minute. So we're not just teaching techniques. I'm going to use a word that I never used before. I've been waiting for it. Metacognition. We want them to think about the thinking. So they would say, we use class yes because we need to pay attention. We use class yes because it's fun. We use class yes because it's what the older kids would use. Get them to think about what you're doing. Huge, huge change for us. Get them to think about what you're doing. Why are we using class yes? Why are we using mirror words? Why do we have the rule, follow directions quickly? Why? That's big, big, big. I'd love to show it to you again, my friends. Let's look at the screen. Here it is. Ask your students to use brainy gestures, building their critical thinking skills, to fill in this blank as many times as possible in 1 brainy minute. We use class yes because, that's your prompt on the board. We want our kids to think critically about everything we do, even our attention getters. And here's what it looks like. We use class yes because, and then you fill in the blank. So what I'm saying is, build brainy minutes into your pedagogy all day long. They're not just thinking about the lesson. They're thinking about the way the lesson is being taught. They're thinking about their own thinking. That's huge, brand new. And it's the direction we're going, more and more critical thinking. Critical thinking about critical thinking, let the world catch up to us. All right. Votes on what the favorite part of the program was tonight. Let's hear it. What are some favorite parts? What are you taking away? Sure, Biffy Tune is a capital letter. Brainy Minute, Echo Leader, Leader Box. Yellow screens. Energy captains? I think we've done a good job here in 49 minutes. You've done a great job. Here it is, my friends. Here's the summary. Class yes, class boom, all-star core info boom, 5-a-day rehearsals, the energy team, the tally sheet, and 1 minute brainy time. Use 1 minute brainy time all day long. And here is our friend Ms. Linenthal. Ms. Linenthal, how you doing?
Coach, I'm doing great.
Ms. Linenthal, how's that cold?
Oh, Coach, it used to be worse. I'm feeling a lot better right now. But, Coach,
Yes, Ms. Linenthal.
attention getters sound great, but how could I get professional development credit for this broadcast and a copy of these slides?
Ms. Linenthal, I'm so glad you asked. Here's the answer. Go to wholebrainteaching.com, click on the PayPal button, and donate $5.81. 581 is the code number for this program. Before long, sometimes within minutes, and you will get it tonight, September 22nd, within minutes, if you do it quickly, I'll give you a professional development certificate and a copy of every one of these slides. There's the certificate, and it has a backside, and I'll send it to you via email tonight, and here's what's coming next week. Masterclass 2.0, 100% student engagement. Golly. So stay with us as the weeks unfold and bring your friends. We're going to get better and better and better. And let me tell you this. You want me to come to your school? I like to be wanted. Email me, Chris Biffle, wholebrainteaching.com. Let's figure out a way to make it happen at your school. And if there's a professional development budget, let's talk about that. If your school is broke, let's talk about a free Skype. All right, my friends. Next week, it's all about 100% student engagement. Yeah, we can arrange a free Skype. I wish, Claire, there was a way to do all 13, but here's what's going to happen. What I'm going to do now is unprecedented. I'm going to show you a book. A new whole brain teaching book. A secret project. A project which Blizzard 1957 has been working on like crazy. This is going to be a new Amazon.com book. I'm going to let the excitement build here for a second. A new book. An incredible book. Amazon.com. I'm taking a drink. This book is going to get you so excited that I'm a little bit nervous about showing it to you. But what the heck? Here's the book. Now it's just plain vanilla right now. It's not fancy, but I'm going to go through it. We are producing a resource guide to over 200 whole brain teaching freebies. Webcasts, videos, ebooks. It's a huge universe, and we're going to give you a resource guide to it. Check it out right now. I'm going to just sizzle through this thing. Here it is in manuscript form. Check it out. So there is an introduction to whole brain teaching. And look at all. Here are our big 7 resources. Here's advanced classroom management resources. Here's Super Speed Genius Ladder resources. Here's a resource guide to all of the free ebooks. All of the free ebooks, annotated, every single one of the 60 or 70 free ebooks, right there. That's not all, my friends. That's not all. That's just the ebooks. Look at them scrolling down the screen. And then a resource guide to every single program, all 80 webcasts. All of the 80 webcasts are right there. That's not all, my friends, but wait, it gets better. A resource guide to every single YouTube video. Oh my goodness. And here's the best part. Everyone comes with a clickable link. 200 of them. That is courtesy of our friend Blizzard. Oh, my friends, it's coming on Amazon. We're working hard on it right now. We'll produce a paper version and an electronic version. Thumb through the paper version so you can see the big picture. That's the problem. We've never been able to show you the big picture. Get the electronic version. Boom, 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 boom. Blizzard has done an incredible amount of work. The annotations are really going to help because just looking through the YouTube videos, so much faster in a PDF, and you can click the ones you want, look through all the ebooks, get a short description. We've got 80 webcasts. How are you going to find your way through 80 webcasts? The titles right now are like this long. What's that webcast about? All right, my friends. Great show tonight because of you and your energy. I will see you next Monday night, 100% student engagement. So let us finish up. Let me say that I've been asking my online audience for over a year to say prayers for my family. And I must say that your prayers are deeply appreciated. The dawn has begun to break over my family because of your prayers. And we see the light of day after months and months of darkness. So I thank you ever so much. My friends, tell us where you're from. Let's just see the places roll down the screen. Keep us in prayers. We thank you so, so much. So let it all flow down the screen, my friends. Where are you from? Houston, Tuscumbia, Alabama, Norman, Oklahoma, Houston, Texas, Lovelady, Texas, New Jersey, Tacoma, Washington, Wilson, Kansas, Cypress, Texas, Titusville, Florida, and Poland, New Hampshire. Ah, my friends, thank you ever so much. Next week, Whole Brain Teaching 2.0, more new ideas, more yellow screens. And I'll tell you what, if you donate in the next half an hour, I'll stay here and I'm going to send out your PDFs with all of the slides from tonight's show and the professional development certificates tonight. So if you're watching this live, September 22nd, 6 p.m. Pacific time, I'll stay online half an hour and I'll send them out to you tonight. $5.81. God love you, and so power to the teachers. God bless us all. Coach B signing off.